Here I sit in front of two synthesis behemoths. If you know anything about synths, you know these two. We have the OBX and we have the Juno 106, the younger brother of the Juno 60. But I prefer the 106 because I have one at home and I've been using it for years. I think it's beautiful. And the OBX here is something I've only dreamed about actually owning. So to be able to show you my stuff with one in the flesh is a treat for both of us, all of us. But that's not to say I'm against software synths. Obviously, there's certain things I will do with soft synths that I won't do with hardware synths. Really short stabby bass, for example, I'd much rather use a virtual instrument than a hardware instrument just for the ability to control things, you know, with very short envelopes and timing. I think these old synths are beautiful and they have their character, but sometimes the envelopes are kind of slow and a little bit sloppy. So I will use virtual instruments for things like that. But for pads and leads and you know, kind of beautiful glistening soundscapes, I do like the hardware synths. And I have many favorites. You know, these are two of them, that's for sure. At home, I have a Juno 106 that is right in the forefront. I use it all the time. It's probably the one synth that if I am looking for inspiration, I will turn on and just play stuff on this, because you can adjust the envelopes a little, adjust the filter a little, give the oscillator a little bit of modulation, hit the chorus, give it a nice long release, and it's a beautiful pad. I would say for me, it's the piano of synthesizers, probably my favorite, but I also have a sequential Prophet 6, the sequential OB6. One of my secret weapons is the Crumar Bit 1. It's basically the Italian Juno 106. It's very wonky. Nothing else sounds like it, that's for sure, but it's beautiful. I recently picked up a Moog 1, which is a very, very high-powered synth. I'm looking forward to really focusing on that with you know, my next releases. I have a lot of outboard gear for processing, some EQs, effects. I have quite the collection of Eurorack modules and cases and things, and I picked up some Buchla stuff lately, and I have lots of little mini toy stuff, you know, some granular synthesis boxes. With all that being said, I also use plenty of software, and there's many manufacturers that I find really incredible. I really love D16's effects. They're one of my favorite effects manufacturers. I really like the Artura stuff. You know, it's the emulation stuff, but I find it easy to work with, and I think it sounds great. I use the Sound Toys suite of effects. So I use Universal Audio at home, so I use a lot of their plugins. I mean, it's hard to match the quality of some of their, you know, their effects. I have some random things that I picked up along the way, but, you know, it's not necessarily about what tools you have, it's about how you use them.